Welcome everyone to the battleground, and today we have a one-on-one between Dipper Pines and Jimmy Neutron. Now with that said, let's meet our fighters. Dipper Pines was sent one summer straight to Gravity Falls, so he would be there with his uncle and sister until he found some mysteries and started to solve them, and eventually took on deadly threats and even Bill Cipher. But he didn't just do this by just being a pale guy. He actually has a few weapons on his side, so let's count them. He has powerful bracelets of combusted energy that can recharge, and when he fully charged one, he can do a devastating blow. He has the Blast Light, which is a beam amplified with enemy fluid crystal display. It can leave people blind. The Shrink Light can turn him to the size of a mouse. It can also turn him into the size of a giant. And the Magic Light. After fighting all 4 Guardians and the final boss, he gained a pixie dust that gave him the power to defeat an opponent with quote-unquote infinite power, though he can still be killed like a normal human. Dipper has taken gigantic falls, explosions, and other types of hits. He has survived several millimeter drops, dropping from a robot, dealing damage to opponents who can literally take explosions, and has sustained incredible injury, but still managed to get up after a few minutes, making his durability a lot. Dipper is also quite smart, able to figure out and solve problems, even defeated at wax Sherlock Holmes, and outsmarted Bill Cipher twice. He also has a magnet gun that he barely knows how to use, and a memory erasing gun that can erase the memory or certain events of any mind. It may look like Dipper is all invincible and stuff, but actually no. The pixie magic just does not make him hurt the other type of magic, and it does not actually give him infinite amount of power. He can still be killed like a normal human, though it takes a lot more of effort to put in. And he can be tricked. In fact, he has been tricked by Bill multiple times. But just get those things out of the way, and you got the brains behind the Mystery Twins. Jimmy Isaac Neutron was born in the town of Retrobell. There he resided and solved paranormal problems and just overall nightmares every single day, where he fought off giant aliens, monsters, and other types of creatures, and scientific errors and mistakes that he made himself, even scientific errors and mechanical beings. But he didn't just do it with his physicality, he did it with other types of things, like his machines. He has some special gravity shoes that let him jump multiple feet. He also has a sound wave machine, a shrink ray that can turn people into ants or can turn them as big as a planet. He also has a rocket ship. He also has another sound wave machine. He also has a jetpack. He can fly with it. Yeah. He also has a bubble, brain blast, and has a cheese ray. He also has a pain mutator, which can shoot out and give his pain to other people. And he also has an infinite cube, which can store all of his weapons inside of it. Jimmy has great durability. He can survive falling out of space, and he has the Lightspeed shoes that can make him as fast as you want. But he has to be careful with this because he can be turned into atoms. He also has this thing called Brain Blast, which speeds up his thinking power by a dozen, making him come up with perfect solutions to problems. Jimmy may sound all-powerful and mighty, but he can actually be taken down like any other human. Although he can survive giant falls and explosions and the atmosphere of space, he can still be put down by bullets or knives. And although he cannot be tricked so easily, he can still be tricked. But still, Jimmy is Nickelodeon's boy genius. This battle will take place downtown in Gravity Falls. Well, it looks like Jimmy wins, and here's why. While Dipper was stronger, that's about only thing he gets. The memory erasing gun would not work because of the sound wave machine. That would counter the laser beam and would deflect those attacks. The bubble can block any and all attacks. The shrink ray would shrink Dipper. Although Dipper can grow, he can try to shrink Jimmy, but Jimmy can also grow. And not only that, but if it weren't to who could grow more, Dipper could only grow as far as a planet and cannot survive in space. Well, either that, Jimmy can turn into an entire planet, which would be bigger. Not to mention, he can breathe in space. Not to mention, he also had an IQ of 2050, which would be more than what Dipper has to offer. He also has invented many types of machines that Dipper has never ever done. Dipper may be stronger, but even in durability, he gets outclassed. Dipper may take 100 feet drop, but Jimmy took a fall from space. Although it was still in a rocket ship, it was still a fall, and he still survived it. While on the other hand, Dipper took that fall and nearly died. He did survive the fall with bruises, but it still did some damage. While Jimmy fell out of space and he was completely unfazed. Just a little bit dizzy. His weapons were better, and the cheese ray would turn Dipper into cheese and it would end the fight. Right there and there. With all of these advantages and all stacked up against Dipper, the winner is Jimmy Neutron. But if you want to see a prep time rematch, comment down rematch. And if this gets 3 to 5 rematch comments, there will be a rematch. And comment your ideas for future episodes. Now let's see the next fighters.